Manchester. Here's Peter White.
Good morning, Peter.
Oh, gnarly!
All right, here we go, everyone. Good morning, Manchester. This is the morning show, and we're coming at you live from downtown Manchester at 95.3 FM, WMNH. It is only Tuesday. Can you believe it? Summer continues. The hot weather. It's all there. A recipe for summer, and that means Mr. Mike Doyle is here today.
Morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. How are you?
Hey, the weather's going to be, I'm just looking at the weather.
You are. You're looking at the weather.
It's going to be 80. Oh, no, that's by the PM. Let me
I
find
think it's going to be like
it's going to be hot.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's going to be. Now, does it make it an official heat wave now? Is today
I
the
don't
day?
know.
If it gets over 90?
What's your number? What's that number where you say, you know what? It's 92
I'm ready. Again,
and humid.
It's hot.
It's hot.
It's very hot.
Me, I don't know, with age, medicine, all that stuff, it's 80s.
80.
Low 80s. Otherwise, I'm a mess.
Right. All right. We have a great show today, Mike. We have 8 o'clock. We have Mr. Nick LaValle coming in with Eric Tracy to talk about the Laugh for Life event coming up over at the Alpine Club. They'll be here at 8 o'clock. So that's always fun. And it's for a great cause. So
Yeah.
very good. I think Gonzo is dropping in today. There was rumors of Easy G making an appearance. I guess he showed up at the offices here yesterday after I left.
Something's up there.
No, he said to Joe Lar that he had a brand new entertainment report to lay on everybody.
Wow, nice.
So let's see what happens.
He's been working on it for 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Should be a lot there.
It's been about 4 weeks, right?
Should be a lot there.
It should be. We'll have Carol Robideau coming up at 7:30 with Manchester Inklink. As usual, phone lines are open 250-6007, and our Facebook live room is open as well. So,
Listen to this.
yeah, what do you got?
94 today. 90. I'm just going to say the numbers. 86, 86, 87, 84, 84, 86, 83. That's till next Wednesday with no sign of rain.
No sign of rain at all.
Jeez. Scattered thunder showers next Wednesday, maybe. I don't know how they can predict it. How can they predict that far out?
Right.
A week out. You think that's true? You think?
Well, I think
out?
predicting weather a week out, your chances of it getting it right are slim.
Are they? Is that what?
Because it changes. It
Is
does
that why
change.
they add the word scattered?
Well, I wouldn't plan a day trip on a 10-day forecast, like
Right.
10 days out. But I think they're very good at telling weather within 24 hours. They know what
Is
you're going to
that
get.
why they put the word scattered?
Probably. Yeah, you think that's just a
Partly sunny, partly cloudy,
right.
right?
Right. 50 today's going to be about 50-50, guys. Today, but
You get yourself a little. You get
today's
yourself a little room.
50-50.
But on Friday, 86 with 0% chance of rain.
Speaking of weather, and you know all the stuff going on in the weather department over at Channel 9.
No.
All right. Well, Haley LaPointe is, going to be a mom again. So I figure she's going to be gone on maternity leave again for a few weeks, right? Josh Judge is taking a few days off and a few weeks off, I think.
So is it going to be Peter White on the weather?
Well, no, but it's but then who they got? I mean, they got this Russ Morley guy coming in on the weekends. It was his second weekend this weekend, I
Hey,
think.
What would you do if tonight they announce at the end of the broadcast, and we'd like to welcome aboard our new meteorologist, Eric Gagnon.
Can you imagine that?
Wouldn't that be unbelievable?
Yeah, it would. Maybe they should have guest weather people. You know what I mean?
Or how about your other buddy there? Londonderry.
Oh, Ryan Gorman.
Yeah, or Ryan Gorman, our new weatherman.
Right. Can you imagine?
He'd probably be a good one. He's so animated.
Right. You have to be animated. Do you think Mike Haddad?
Have you known him for a long time?
About 10 years.
Has he always been like on fast lane?
Yes.
Is there any slow lane?
Um,
Unless they physically slow him
very
down?
seldom, but
Really?
yeah.
What's that like?
I don't know.
Living that life of just go.
Right, and I'm pretty high strung too. Like,
Yeah?
I mean, I'm always like, ready to, but not like that.
Yeah.
You know,
And where did you meet Gonzo? Where's this guy Gonzo come from?
I don't know. He just comes. He just comes here. I don't know.
He got under Louis' bonnet.
Right? Did you see that?
I listened to it.
Right. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy
I
it?
actually pulled over.
Really?
Was that bad?
No, but it
Oh,
was
yeah.
because
I was about to be out of range.
it was a cab fare over a cab fare from 2004, which is great.
Is that good radio? Is that good radio?
Well,
Like, remember Connaughton and somebody? Oh, Paulie went at it.
right. Well,
that good radio?
Did they go at it together? Or they went at it.
No, they were together.
Oh, they were together.
yeah,
They
just-
were on the same team.
Same. No.
Oh, they were against each
They
other.
were against each other. And
Against
it
each
was-
other,
it
but all
was-
in good fun.
It was two Rams up on a hillside,
Really?
putting their heads down and just boom,
Yeah, you love that one, don't you?
boom. It wasn't Connaughton. It was
Someone on the phone,
Fred
right?
from Philly or something.
Okay.
Yeah, some guy named Fred that Connaughton has on regularly. That whenever I say something, he comes on afterwards and contradicts. He's a hard left.
A hard left. A very hard left.
Go to the end of left and then go a little lefter.
Right.
Is
Right.
that a word? Lefter?
I don't think we're going to see Easy G today if he's not here already.
He might surprise you.
Really? Well, that's fine because we have Nick LaValle and Eric Tracy coming in.
Maybe he's going union rules and he's only going to work an hour.
Maybe.
There's all kinds of possibilities.
And Gonzo will be here.
That's a full lineup.
Right. It's
And
a big one.
LaValle's a comedian, isn't he?
Yeah, he's actually one of the comedians featured in the Laugh
Oh.
for Life.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's at the Alpine Club.
Huh?
Yeah.
The Alpine. I haven't been there in years.
You used to go?
Stags and
Stags.
wedding parties downstairs.
Do they still call them stag parties?
They should.
Really?
But, maybe not.
Right. That
What-
sounds like something like our parents would say,
I think
hey,
it's-
we're going over to Ruben's house for a... well, I don't know why I use the name Ruben.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you, what's that commercial on TV where what's it called?
Serta Pro Painters?
No, there's.
You know that
Where'd
one,
come
though?
up with that word?
Well, no, because I hate that commercial because there's there's one part of that commercial, and it's usually on Channel 9, too, like during
Yeah.
the news. Oh, your house looks amazing, Jim.
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand it.
Yeah. There's a couple I can't stand. How about the one where you ask, hey, you know a good carpenter? Okay, could you get me 4 references? La da 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 da. You ever seen that one?
Right.
They ask the neighbor to, do you know somebody that could paint my house?
Right.
Oh, I do. Oh, good. Could you get me 4 references? And I don't know what that is, but probably the one that's, I don't know. What about the insurance one where crazy things happen? The deer goes through
The farmer's
the
insurance.
farmer's insurance.
Right.
Does that get old?
I don't know. What do you think some of the greatest commercials are the Geico commercials you like, don't you?
I don't know. What were those? I don't
Those are the
remember those.
camel, the hump day, the
Yeah,
caveman.
Yeah, that was good for like
all that
a while.
stuff. Well, it's still going on.
The hump day?
Well, yeah.
How do they
Still-
get a camel to do that?
Well, the magic of CGI, I believe.
Oh, really?
Right.
That's pretty good.
Well, Ed Murphy wants to let everyone know Happy Shark Week. Jaws is playing at Chunky's, only $4.95 a ticket this week only.
Which Jaws is that?
Probably the original.
Oh,
I've seen that a lot.
I
How many
know,
times
I
have you
know, I
seen
know.
Jaws?
you watched it a lot that first year.
They're playing it over here in the park when for a movie at the end of August.
Yeah.
Let's check in with our telephone here. Good morning. You are on the air.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I think they should bring back commercials like Miss Johnson falling and not being able to get up again. Or what was that, Life Alert?
Yeah, Life Alert.
Right, or the first infomercial we fell in love with, the Ginsu knives.
Oh, yeah, those were great, too, how the Japanese guy in full garb would, like, cut up, like, a phone book and like a tomato.
Couple
Yeah.
Coke cans.
Yeah. How about the
Yeah, right.
How about the Jack LaLanne juicer?
Right.
That
right.
had a good 5-year run.
Oh yeah, and he wore that outfit still his whole career.
Right.
Yeah, that jumpsuit. Right.
That wasn't even. Was that a one piece? Like he just crawls in
Yeah,
the
it was
middle.
like
He
it was
crawls
a
in the middle.
one-piece
Of it.
jumpsuit. The
Right.
guy was like 140 years old. He had a better physique than all of us.
Right. It's because that's because he juiced, man.
His body was a vitamin. His body was a vegetable garden.
Right.
Just vitamin after vitamin
All
pumped
good.
into
All
his
good
body.
stuff.
Wonder how that feels.
No kidding.
Can you even sleep if you get that much vitamins in you? You're just like,
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
That's the original
That's
too.
the one.
And it makes you feel so bad for that lady, but then you're like, she's just an actress,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why, you think they pushed a lady down the stairs
No,
and said, okay,
no.
Phil.
But I don't like those commercials. I don't know why.
Yeah,
why
I
do
don't
they
like
have
them
to do
either.
that?
Right. Well, you don't see her fall.
No, but they have
just
one.
lying
They
there.
had one with the grandma in the tub. Remember?
Right. How you
Why do you like? That's just horrible.
How you doing, Paulie C?
I just like it because they got this 80-year-old woman and they got to prop her. You know, they got to prop her on the floor, and they're like, "All right, Mildred, we're gonna take this one more time. Put the walker on top of you again. The
Right.
lighting wasn't right."
Hit your mark this time.
Hey, you never know. You never
hit the,
know.
Hit the mark. Hit your mark this time. Or you're really going to be saying that.
There was a. You just never know.
Right.
There was a guy in Westford. They're doing a big fundraiser. He's a teacher. He was playing last weekend in a tree with his kid and fell out and broke his neck.
Right. Well,
How
you
do-
should
how do
be
you
more
know?
careful.
Yeah, should be in the tree.
Right. Exactly.
But
That's right.
I know, you
Freak
just never
freak
know.
act. Paul's about to go to the. Now, Paul, can we say where you are?
Yeah, I'm here right now. I'm about to go get a checkup, a doctor's visit today
Ooh.
this morning. I didn't realize the doctor's offices were open so early in the morning. But
Right.
yeah, I'm here.
All right. Wow. Yeah, it is early.
Yeah, that's when they're.
You must be the first patient of the day.
Well, actually, I doubt that. There's about 50 cars here already, and it's piling up here like Woodstock already.
Yeah, but if you look, I know, but if you look real sick, they'll take you first.
No, I'll just piss and moan like I normally do, so they'll
Yeah.
take me in right away.
That makes sense. Hey, I've been here for 3 minutes now. Come on.
Is this
How
a
long
fi-
do I have to wait?
Is this a physical? Is this a physical?
Right. Move.
Physical?
No, it's
Checkup.
not a physical.
Oh.
It's a checkup on an ailment.
I don't care if you're 92, lady. I'm next.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah. See that guy clutching his heart?
I don't care if you have fallen. Get out of my way.
Right. I'm cutting you. Oh, that's awful. That's awful behavior.
Well, gentlemen, listen, I'm looking forward to your action-packed show today, so I'll let you get back to it. I just wanted to call and say hello and have a good one.
Well,
Looking forward to the entire 2 hours, even though I'm only going to be able to listen to about, about 20 minutes of it.
Well, that's all right, Paul. Ask your doctor to put it on while you're getting the checkup.
Hey, Paul, that was
I'm going to suggest.
Paulie, that was a good rant when you went on with on the Connerton show. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
I was
Yeah.
very proud of you.
Well, thank you very much. You know, I don't see eye to eye with you on some opinions, but
Yeah.
when Fred was babbling on, I had to step in there. He was not making any sense,
Yeah,
you know. And
it was automatic. If you like Trump, you are 100% a racist.
Shut up.
There's no way around.
well, I don't like Trump. I just don't like what Fred was saying.
Yeah, I know.
Fred was saying that, you know, Trump is a racist, and if you follow him, you're a racist too. And that made me upset. I have many friends, and I have a relative who follows Trump, and you know, that's just not the case. And that's just a broad, open-ended statement that is just absolutely not true. And you know, Matt was.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
Paul, are you still with us?
I'm like,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
the,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you real good.
that was the official broad brush,
Right.
painting everything with a broad brush. So, anyways, I was just proud of you. That's all. Just wanted to tell you that.
Mike Doyle's proud of you. I don't think he's ever said that about me.
Nope.
Well, thank you, Mr. Doyle. All right, boys, carry on. Have a good day. I got to go get checked up.
All right, get checked up, Paulie C. All right, everyone. That's Paulie C. in the place to be. Always nice to see Paul, right?
Yeah. Good luck with your checkup.
Welcome, Paulie C.
Yeah, that's it.
I wonder if you played Easy G. Doesn't Easy G have an intro?
Well, he does in the Matt show. I don't know if he's really.
Think if you could play it, you'd draw him out.
No,
No.
I don't think so. He was here yesterday in the studio. There's a picture of him up on our Facebook page.
How's he looking? Live and well? Looks good.
Well, I don't know if I go that far, but he was here.
Yeah. Well,
So Stefan Philbrick says the heat doesn't bother him as much as the fact that he has to wear pants. I get that.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't worn pants since probably May.
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
That's right.
I understand that. At nighttime, I jump in the pool around 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's right.
Nobody around.
Totally naked.
And then,
Right? Totally in your
And
birthday
then,
suit, right? Why can't you just say it?
I'm not going to say it.
In your birthday suit.
And then,
It's okay.
people will picture it.
That's all right. What happens if you slipped and fell?
And then shorts after that.
I know, but what happens if you slip and
Yeah,
fall
good
if
point.
you're out there by yourself?
I don't know. That's a good point. I was thinking about that a couple nights ago.
Fallen,
Yeah.
and I can't
And
get
then
up.
they're gonna come get you and they're gonna say, "Oh my God."
You wouldn't hear. Yeah, I know. That's a good point. I didn't even thought of that either. What if I had a little bit of struggle in the water, went down, and there I am at the bottom, and the fire department has to fish me out?
Right.
That's not good.
Who would you want to do it?
Nobody.
Really? You just want to stay there?
Just leave me there.
Just leave you there.
Oh,
That would be awful.
yeah. What
Oh.
day is it today?
Today it's Father-in-Law Day.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. Did you get your father-in-law anything?
No,
Huh?
I don't have one.
You still have time? Okay. Well, you don't have to then.
But I am a father-in-law.
Oh, so maybe you'll get some gifts today. Imagine that
Yeah.
you're sitting home. You're sitting home all afternoon, like the doorbell rings or something. Like, oh, they're here. Must be here
And,
for
and just a card with $100 in it.
right.
Wouldn't that be good?
Something. Dunkin' Donuts gift card. I don't know. International Day of Friendship.
It's good.
That's all right. Yeah,
Reach across the aisle.
that's right.
Be a friend.
National Cheesecake Day. Do you like? You don't like cheese?
I like cheesecake.
Yeah, do you? You can't taste the cheese in cheesecake.
I know.
National Support Public Education Day.
Oh boy, are you kidding me?
No, it
Don't
is.
get me going on that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You go crazy.
What are they doing? We're within a month of a new
See, here you
school
go.
year, and they still don't have a contract.
Right.
That's insane.
You don't think it's going to happen
That's
before the new school year, or do you
insane.
think it's going to happen after the election?
I don't know. I don't know what the inner workings
Are they waiting for
I'd
the
love to be
elections?
involved in the inner workings, and I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What are they? What's? I don't know. I don't understand.
You like that Kmart commercial? Do you remember the Kmart commercial from a couple years ago that says, I shipped my pants?
No, I don't remember that.
No?
Really?
Oh, yeah, they were hilarious. James Francis pointed that out in the Facebook Live room.
Right. Do you sling?
Are you a slinger?
You a slinger?
I've slinged. I've slinged.
In the hot tub.
No. I'm talking about using Sling, the service.
Oh, I thought you meant
Right.
I thought
But
you was-
do you like that commercial?
yeah, it's kind of funny.
Right.
I heard they're husband and wife.
They really are.
Are they in real life?
Are you a slinger?
No,
Okay.
no slinging.
You look
here.
like you could be a slinger.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not
It's
telling.
it's an alternative
I'm
way
not
to watch
telling.
television.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Is it good? Have you used it?
Yes.
Is it good?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, see, what happens is people are dropping their whole entire cable bill.
Cable, right?
Right. Because you have all those channels, but I mean, it's all filled with infomercials and all that stuff.
Right.
How many channels do you actually watch?
Right.
So you can get the important channels on some of these services. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. If I could get the regular channels, and when I wanted HBO, onesie and twosie, something like that,
Yeah.
I would do that. I don't know if that's possible. I don't ever watch.
Right.
What's besides HBO? What's the other one there?
Fox News.
No. It's a good one.
Do you know 395 days without a contract the teachers have gone? Exactly 395 days.
That's more than a year.
Well, very good.
I went to school.
Right. A few more days.
Manchester school system.
Right.
So
And we did okay, right? Look at us.
Yeah. Two losers. No, the school system's done well for many. I heard through the grapevine. Listen to this.
Okay, I'm ready.
Matt Myers. Do you know who that is?
No.
Okay. Matt Myers is a graduate of Trinity High School,
Okay.
son of Bedford High state champion hockey team coach Marty Myers.
Okay.
Was an assistant videographer of some kind, video statographer for the Nashville Predators. Went to the Buffalo Sabres, and now he's coming to the Boston Bruins.
Oh, really? Now, how do you get
Just
this?
announced.
How do you get this inside information?
I got inside info.
Really?
So one of our own, born and bred in Manchester, is going to be the videographer for
And you're friendly with this guy?
the Brust. Oh yeah,
Well, let's get him
we'll
on
get
the
him
air.
in. Oh yeah, we can get him in here. He came on our show a few times. So
Right.
he loves that. And he's congratulations to him if that's true. I heard it last night. It's not verified yet.
Wow.
That news kind of doesn't fly around. That's good though, right? Another
Yeah.
Manchester product. Look at that.
I love that.
Can you name a bunch of famous Manchester people?
Famous Manchester people.
Is the actor from Central? What's his name?
Adam Sandler?
Adam Sandler. Is he Manchester or is he Bedford?
Oh, he's Manchester.
Yeah.
Seth Meyers was Bedford, right?
Yeah. But
And,
you got a lot of sports people. You got
and,
Mike Flanagan.
Don't forget about Sarah Silverman.
Oh
Also,
yeah, where's she from?
she's from
Bedford?
Bedford. Yes.
Does that count as Manchester?
Well, we will throw it in there. Why not?
We'll let him hook on
Sure.
to this area.
Sure.
So Balboni,
Right.
Steve Balboni, Mike Flanagan.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you go through. There's a lot of famous people come out of Manchester.
You're absolutely right.
Did we ever have probably never had a presidential guy. I'm trying to think who's famous. Who's the most famous person ever? Lou Delisandro?
Oh, easily John Clayton.
Oh yeah, good point. I
Right.
didn't think of that.
You know, do you even have to say? I mean, everyone's like shaking their heads, like, of course it's John Clayton.
Not Scumpy.
No, no.
He just cracked the bottle because he
Right.
said his name twice.
Right, right. You know, I heard through the grapevine that it's John Clayton's birthday tomorrow.
Oh,
Right.
I think he's older than me.
Yeah, I'm going to say he is.
You
I
know?
think I know how old he is. We can play that game tomorrow.
Ooh.
How old is John Clayton?
You could probably look that up on Wikipedia.
Well, I'm not even going to look it up.
Famous author.
I'm not even going to look it up.
Really?
Why? Do you think he's a famous... You would consider John a famous author?
Yeah.
Right.
Wouldn't you?
A famous author.
Another Manchester guy. There
Right.
you go. Right. As we were talking.
And look at him now. He's sitting at the Milliard Museum.
Yeah.
Still working at it. You know
He's
what I
such
mean?
a nice guy, though. That's the problem.
John?
Yeah.
Oh, he's great.
He's a great guy. The
Every-
whole Clayton clan.
Right. Do you know...
Mrs. Clayton
Do you know-
should be very, Mr. and Mrs. Clayton should be very happy
Right.
with what they produced. Bunch of young men that
Oh, don't forget a daughter.
and a daughter that are not a burden on society. They're making it happen.
Do you know Mike Clayton?
I do.
Right. I talked to him yesterday. He's a big fan of yours.
Ah,
Yeah. Just wanted to say, yeah.
yeah. Billy was my age, or 1 year younger than me. So that was the one
Oh, Bill Clayton.
Bill Clayton,
The famous Bill Clayton.
El Firefighter.
Yes.
So, anyways,
Oh, boy, look who's here. Look who's here. Gonzo, what are you doing here? It's Tuesday.
I'm a huge fan of Mike Doyle, so I had to come in.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
I need to talk to you after. I got.
Really?
Are you still doing? What do you do for a living?
I'm an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, look at him.
So let me ask the question
It
again.
took me years to perfect this look,
What
Peter.
do you do?
Right.
What do you do for a living?
I'm an artist.
Okay,
And
let me ask you again. What do you do for a living?
Right. You said you're a big fan of Mike Doyle.
Listen,
yeah, I heard he was. Yeah,
I got some work for you.
yeah,
You like money?
yeah. I like money.
All right, we can talk.
I mean, it's not the most important thing in life.
He would like he would like a massage right now on the air.
I'd like my toes massaged.
Right.
I didn't see Eric down there, so
No, listen. I got something you can do, and it's going towards education. It's going to help some kids, and you're going to make money. Is that not the home run of home runs?
that's what you call a win-win.
There you go.
Yeah,
Sounds
So-
sounds too good to
I
be
know.
true. And then you know what they say.
I feel like the shoe's about to drop here.
No, it's easy. Easy.
Well, what is it?
Want
Or
me
is
to
it?
tell you?
Oh, yeah, we want to know.
I got this desk. My daughter has this desk.
Yeah.
And she teaches 3rd grade. And she wants to turn the top of the desk into a addition and multiplication chart
Oh, cool.
just on the top of the desk. So the kids can go sit around it. And
Actually specialized in multiplication charts.
do you really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like 8
wait a
times
minute,
8 is
wait a
definitely
minute.
64.
You
Go
don't
ahead, ask me.
You don't specialize.
Ask
in
me
that.
anything.
You don't
I
specialize. in that.
specialize in multiplication charts.
I always had trouble with 12s. That's about it.
Really?
Yeah, 12's a tough one.
After 10.
10's easy. He's at his
Right.
No, he meant 12 after 10.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not.
It's easy.
No, that'd be cool. Yeah, let's talk about it. That'd be cool. I thought you were going to have me do like a big Trump painting on
No,
like,
no.
That goes against,
No.
you know.
Why you wouldn't do that if he commissioned you?
Oh, plenty of Trump art. It's just not the kind he'd like, I think.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Really? You do negative? You do? You're not a Trump fan?
No, I do plenty of negative pictures.
He's an
I'll
artist.
show you some.
Yeah, I'd like to see him.
Yeah, they're funny.
Now, Gonzo, how will you be celebrating John Clayton's birthday tomorrow?
I guess there's gonna be a lot of drinking on the show tomorrow if you're gonna be mentioning him.
Well, it is his birthday.
Are you still playing the John Clayton drinking game, or
Well, I don't
is
play
it
it
the
off.
Bill Clayton drinking game now?
Well, yeah, there's something to do with that. He did, yeah. How do you?
Hey.
I guess if we mention Bill, you take a little sip of beer, but if you mention John,
No.
you take a big sip, a big swigger.
What about Mike?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they got him in there
You
yet.
drink some apple juice.
Oh,
Right. Mike's
Hey,
a good guy. He's-
How do we get that space filled on the couch by Louis Applebaum and
We just-
Gonzo sitting right there?
You just ask. Come on in. Just ask. Say, hey, Louie, come on in. If you're, come on in this morning. Gonzo's here. Gonzo's here with your $50.
No, I'm talking to your co-host over there.
Oh man.
It's all good though.
Louis' eyes just lit up on his pillow.
Right.
He heard that.
Right.
He's not supposed to be here till Thursday. God damn it!
You're listening. Yeah. You think he's listening in bed?
I don't know.
He is now.
Miss Lulu?
Yeah. What's up with that?
I don't know. I didn't even want to go down that road. I wasn't sure what he was saying.
Right. I think you
hoping
were.
it's
I think you were sure.
Really? I don't think so.
Really. You don't
Anyways.
think so?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'd rather not either.
Why? You don't
Because I
think
love
Lou?
Louis so much, and I don't want him.
You don't think Lou is Ms. Lulu? Really?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't want to talk about
Stop calling him Peter.
it.
Right.
He's like, get Lou on the line.
Get Lou on the line. Yes.
That's what you need. You need that. What's that little box you can have and just talk into it?
A talk box.
No.
And Alexa.
Alexa.
Right.
You should have one in here. Right now, you just go, Alexa, call Louis.
Yeah, I know, but you don't want to do that.
Alexa, call EZG.
Well, I don't know Easy's number.
And you could cheat during all the trivia contests.
I would never do that.
Alexa.
You don't know easy, so you're not privileged to be on his group text.
No. I bet Tim Baines has his number. But I sure don't.
Happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy Sunday, happy
Oh.
Monday. Jesus loves you.
Mike Martineau has my direct line. He texts me directly.
Wow, I feel special to have that
Right.
number then.
Right. So does Mike. Oh, yeah, you two both have my number.
It took me a while. It took me 4 years.
Well,
I was
here
stricken
it
to
is.
Facebook
You're
Messenger
contacting
for
me
a
on
while.
Facebook Messenger, which I don't see instantaneously.
Yeah, I don't call out without calling out. I just did it on Facebook, and you don't see it, and then you trash me on the air.
There's many steps to
Oh,
contacting
big
me.
surprise. Gonzo's not here again. I'm not going to let it bother me today. I'm going to move.
Well, I don't know.
No, I'm not. I'm done pissing people off.
Really?
I've been on a roll, apparently.
Well, what you've done since
A lot of-
since last Thursday?
Been putting a lot of bees in people's bonnets. And
Right. Starting a lot of
I gotta-
fires and running away.
yeah, I got a face that people hate, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Where do you
At
see?
first. And then they get to like me.
You're right.
I feel like me and Louie can save this relationship.
Well, maybe you can. All right. Phone lines are open, 250-6007. Don't forget, 8 o'clock, we got Nick LaValle, Eric Tracy coming in, and Eric Tracy to come in and talk about the Laugh for Life event at the Alpine Club. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we have Carol coming up right after this.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
This This is Manchester's WMNH 95.3 FM.
And it's time for Carol Robado from ManchesterInkling.com.
Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, Peter.
Wow, we haven't heard this one in a long time, huh? It's like you're on the beat right now.
Yeah, it's like I feel like Walter Cronkite.
Right. So good.
Yeah, in a way.
Right. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm a little bit refreshed today. I took yesterday kind of easy because I had a crazy busy weekend and I just needed a recovery day, I think.
Well, that's good. We all need that now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Mike Doyle's
Good morning,
here.
Carol.
I know. Good morning, Mike.
How you doing?
And of course, Gonzo is here on a Tuesday.
Of course.
Good morning, Carol.
Hello, Bob. How
Yeah.
are you?
Did you have a case of the Mondays?
Well, now that it's Tuesday, I feel better.
There you go.
I think Tuesday is the new Monday for me.
I like how busy weekend means I got trashed.
Well, I don't
If
know.
we can do away with Monday and Friday, that would be a good work week right there.
Oh, yeah. No kidding.
A guy
Yeah.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah, a guy at my work's doing that.
Really?
After 40 years of work, he's going to work 3-day weeks. Have
Wow.
4-day weekends. That's nice.
Is he an artist?
No.
See, you can strive for that.
You can be me.
Right. Yeah, so what's going on? Anything new, Carol?
Yeah, I mean, not a lot. It was quiet yesterday for the most part, and I think after the
That's because
we've
it's so
had,
damn hot.
Yeah, it's stinking hot. Plus, we had
And it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Absolutely, but we also had about 4 weeks of straight up chaos. It felt like, every day some chaos was happening, and I couldn't keep up. Nobody could keep up. The cops couldn't keep up. Nobody. It was just ridiculous. So I think we're easing into maybe that lull of summer, that dog days, would we call that? I don't know. Where we kind of just go with the heat and chill a little bit.
Yeah, I had mentioned earlier there's no relief in sight for a week. Mid-80s,
Really?
mid to high 80s, high humidity, and minimal chance of rain for up until next Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to get much accomplished
Yeah.
at some point in the day. You get going. It's nice in the morning.
Sure is.
Then it just gets too hot. Yeah.
It's even a little warm in here right now. To my liking.
That's because you're a sissy.
Well,
Yeah, well, the air conditioning's
well, you think it's
working
warm enough?
overtime.
It's 75 degrees in here, according to the Brooklyn Mike clock.
That's too hot. 70 should be the cap.
Right.
We're full of hot air.
Well,
What are you going to do?
Need some more funding.
maybe, right?
Get the AC fund up.
Well, it's not us. It's the people that own the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know anything about that? I was flipping through last night, the channels, and I heard Rob Azevedo.
Okay.
And he had on a song about a young man that was from the West Side that was shot last weekend,
Okay.
called Stats or something. Was it Stats? He had a nickname for him, and he wrote a song. There was an actual song, like a parody, but it was in tribute to him.
Really?
And
Who
it was-
wrote the song? Rob Azevedo?
yeah, I believe it was him. Does he sing?
I don't know if Rob sings, but maybe
Oh.
he does. Maybe he's branching out
Because
into
it was
something
about this kid, so and it had a little background music. I think he did the tribute, or somebody that he knows. This kid Stats did the tribute, but I guess he was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and
new. And he got shot.
Well,
that's getting
Rob-
it's shot in the face.
Yeah.
That's getting
As
to be
you know,
yeah.
Rob, contributes columns to the Inklink, and has kind of switched gears from writing about local music all the time to other stuff. So last week, I think it was last Tuesday, he did a column about Stax. Stacks was his nickname, and he didn't know the guy, but he writes about how he sort of knew circles of friends of Stax, and it was a very interesting read, so you can find that on our site. But yeah, I don't know that we've heard anything. There hasn't been an arrest made in that case that we're aware of. They didn't release a lot of information. They said, as they say frequently, that there's no danger to the public, which indicates to me that they knew who was involved. But I don't know. In this case, they said something very vague in the first press release. You know, they're investigating the shooting, which may include self-defense. So I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's where I did hear that, and I heard Rob talking about how he does something with Manchester Inklink, and then after that he went in. Right after that, he went into this nice parody song about how people who will be missing Stax.
How did it go, Mike? Why don't you give us a few lines from the song?
You must be able to pull that up.
I don't. How can I pull that up?
I don't know.
I'm not magic here.
I'm not a computer guy.
Hit the Rob Acevedo button.
Right, right.
But it was pretty good. It was pretty touching. I don't know Stax, and I was driving along with a lump in my throat.
Really? Did your eyes water
Yeah,
up?
it was just but it was just about the people that won't be able to, he went across the river or something came, won't be able to see him again.
Right. Real sad
obviously
story.
Death is pretty final.
Sounds like he got in a car with Louis.
Right.
That's a road you don't want to go down.
Give you a ride to the river.
Right. He will too.
But anyways, yeah. So
he'll be here.
Yeah.
I just got a text from Louis. He's on his way.
I'm out of here.
So he writes. So Carol, he writes.
Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry. He writes for you.
Yeah. He writes a column. It's called Granite State of Mind, and he started doing it a few years ago. I think he used to contribute also to the Concord Monitor. That's how it started. And then when I came along, he found me and asked if I'd be interested in his columns, and I said I would. So I was running them whenever he would write them, and then he kind of started to write more about life in the city. And in fact, we entered a couple of his columns in a competition, a national columnist competition, and he won first place. So, yeah, so he's a good writer.
Rob's having Rob's having a good year. Next year's not going to be so good.
It'll be kind of downer.
Look at you, Debbie Downer.
Well, what? When you have a great year like that, how's he going to top this year? How's Rob going to top this year?
You didn't say that to Bill Belichick or Tom Brady, did you?
Well, I don't talk to them. I talk to Rob. I'm just kidding. I know he's doing great. I think it's great. I'm just giving him a hard time.
Can you pull up his song in all seriousness?
Oh my God! How many? Well,
dude, it was really.
He
good.
has a million songs in
Your
here.
Morning. It was about Stax. He played it yesterday on his show.
Stax?
Yeah, and it was excellent. The people in the city would like to hear it if you could find it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God!
I know it's really good. That's all I'm telling you. I'd like to know if he did it or not. But
really?
Anyways,
I don't know the name of the song.
So yeah, I mean that's just sad.
What's the name of the song?
Stax has mom and a dad and you know what I mean?
That's the name of the song?
That's a long one.
Brothers and sisters. I don't know what the name
is. Is it parentheses in it? Or is it the long version?
I don't know.
Stax.
I'd start with Stax and go from there.
With an X?
I don't know.
No, Stacks.
Yeah.
Really?
So was the article itself touching a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same thing. He has a good flair for that.
When graduating from college, me and some friends decided that instead of breaking up the party, we'd just continue and buy houses right down the street from each other. Keep the flames of friendship burning. Sounded like a plan. As we toiled through the early working years of adulthood.
All right.
That's actually what he wrote. He sort of sounds a little bit like the spoken word. That was the content of his post, and I guess he's set it to music, and maybe he's
and that's
created a chorus of some sort or something. I don't know.
Well, why don't we listen?
Did he sing or did he just speak?
Well, no, we can listen. It's like 3 minutes long. Do you guys want to hear
it?
It
ends up talking about Stax.
Do you guys want to hear this?
Yeah.
I do. It was really good.
Carol? Okay. Mike?
I think the audience would like it.
All right.
I think so too.
All right. Let's do it.
So you can get that annoyed look on your face.
No, I was just joking. I love Rob. I love Rob.
So understand, the guy he's talking about was killed the other night.
Right. Yeah, his actual name isn't Stax. Of course, it's Jason Barry. So just so everybody knows who we're talking about here.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's listen.
When graduating from college, me and some friends decided that instead of breaking up the party, we'd just continue it and buy houses right down the street from each other. Keep the flames of friendship burning. Sounded like a plan. As we toiled through the early working years of adulthood, trying to get our footing, figuring it out somewhat, we decided that Manchester was the place to put down roots. More than choosing it, the city chose us. It was there, ripe for the picking, flush with potential. Everything we needed was between the city lines. Chance, growth, conversation, madness, and a little touch of danger. I liked it. No, I loved it. I still do. But it wasn't so much the downtown that rolled my bone. It was the people we met within it. True characters, each and every one of them. All originals. Weekend barflies, mostly, like ourselves. I saw such quality within these people when I listened to them speak, heard their tales, watched them work both inside and outside the lines. Raw, honest, even seething at times. The women, as much as the men, just hiding it better. Stories layered upon stories, bursting at the seams with hilarity and craziness. To the outsider, I swallowed it up. All from the west side of Manchester, by luck. I met this group of townies I thought for years were transients, just like me. And my admiration for them grew deeper each time I ran into them. They were all so connected, so invested in each other. They reminded me of home. Lives within lives within lives, dating back to grammar school in some cases. Just working Joes, moms, single dudes and chicks, ruffians, part-time musicians, foosball players, and tough guys. Each one's past not far behind, a lifetime of friendship, struggle, success, and sadly, tragedy. I saw pain in the eyes of one of these people today, and he and many others had lost a good friend they grew up with when a bullet to the face killed Jason Barry early last Friday morning in an alley off Union Street. Barry was a longtime Manchurian, a graduate of West High School, an avid disc golfer, someone who struggled with temptation and could talk a blue streak, from what I am told. Just a good guy, the grieving friend told me. Why would someone shoot Stax? The details of his death are fragmented and brimming with stupidity and wastefulness. But truly, what the hell does it matter why he was killed, how he was killed, or where he was killed? He was killed, he's gone, never to return, and that just sucks. As I spoke to this friend in his garage about the tragic event, what I saw in his eyes was a combination of confusion, sadness, and anger. It was hard to witness. He was in pain. I didn't personally know Stax, as the deceased was called, but he was everywhere, I was told. Always smiling, gregarious, maybe a little hyper, but solid, an all-around great guy. Sure, he had his issues, like the rest of us, but he was working towards a better life, until someone decided that his work was through. Shameful. I write this not as someone who has lost a friend in such a violent manner, but as someone who understands friendship, that yearning desire to maintain it, and the fear of losing it. I've seen a few friends of mine lying in a casket, taken by disease or torn up in a car wreck. It's never easy to look down on a stiff body of work you knew so well. The conversations you shared come rushing back to you, and all you want is one more hang, one more chance to toss the disc, to laugh, to drink and curse. It's not going to happen, and that's what hurts the most. So to all the grieving West Siders, my condolences for your loss and my admiration for your passion to keep the flames of friendship burning. Many people don't have that, a friend to truly mourn, but you do, and Stax does. And sometimes in death, that's all you get, and sometimes that's good enough. Heal well, my friends.
Wow, Rob Azevedo, everybody.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
That was really something.
That was very good.
Very good.
I don't even have. Yeah.
Is that him doing the? Is that him?
Yeah, that's his voice. Yeah.
That's
he's pretty
that's his
talented.
voice.
I mean, it's more of a talking role, but it was pretty good timing wise.
Well, his show Granite State of Mind plays on the radio here too on
Oh,
Friday
no,
nights.
I listen to it every now and again.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, a good tribute to Stax.
Yeah, that was really something. That was really something. It was a very moving. How you doing, Carol? You okay?
I'm crying.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a lovely tribute and poignant in the midst of what I mentioned earlier, which was a violent series of events in our city and around our city. Even in Concord, we've had a few violent crimes resulting in death. I don't know. It's I think I mentioned this before, but I had to look it up statistically. it is a phenomenon called, the summer spike or something, where July is always the most violent month for crime in the Northeast, partly because, the rest, like 6 or 7 months of the year, we're all hibernating or stuck in the cold or whatever. But when the summer comes, it seems to hit hard in places like this. And
I wonder if the
as
heat,
much as people are,
the heat and alcohol.
I suppose.
I don't think it's the heat. I heard it's the humidity.
Already agitated. Yeah, heat, humidity. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's kind of a human phenomenon that somehow we feel like we have to resolve issues with people, in such a violent way. It's tragic. Yeah. It is. And senseless, really. Like Rob said, this is just another guy, one of the guys.
It is senseless.
And it is senseless. That's true.
Am I the only one that got an eerie feeling watching kids throw buckets of water on the New York police?
I didn't see that.
Every time I see
I
it.
didn't see that either.
You didn't?
No.
It was all over the news for like 2 days.
Oh, really?
Kids are running up to cops and throwing buckets of water.
Why?
To
is it an ALS thing? Like
no,
like the ice bucket challenge?
No, it was mean spirited.
Oh.
One of them threw a bucket and hit a policeman in the head. They all walked away.
Because when you throw a liquid at someone, you're really not sure what it is either.
Well, that's what the police were saying. What if acid was in the water?
Is that considered an assault?
That's where they're trying to fire the New York head of the union or something, because he's not doing anything. They're not coming out and condemning this, and it happened twice.
Yeah.
Just Google it.
It happened twice in New York City?
Yeah, in the last week. I can't believe you didn't see it. It's been all over every news
I know,
station.
but it happened twice, maybe. That's why.
What do you mean?
Hashtag.
It shouldn't happen once.
Well, no, I understand that.
When's the last time you saw somebody assaulting a cop and the cops walking away?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. It's strange things happen in New York City.
Well, yeah, I understand.
You said as a child, though, that did it?
What do you mean? Yeah, these are kids. These are teenagers.
Right, so he walked away because what's he going to do?
They're teenagers.
For water, sucker.
You can still you can still arrest them. I mean, you got to have that respect.
What would you do, Carol?
If somebody threw a bucket of water at me?
I guess.
We'll find out later, Carol. Watch your back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was watching something on PBS about the Charlottesville alt-right riot. It was 2 years ago in August that happened, and where they had the big march, like on the university, and all those guys came with tiki torches and stuff.
Torches.
I didn't really know that much about all of that. I knew what happened, but I didn't really. This was like more in depth. But in the same way you were talking about throwing things at people, that's where we landed. I think in some ways, some of these protesters, they said that some of them came with like fentanyl strips to, they were going to use them to hurt people
as a weapon.
That's deadly. Yeah, and they had mace, and they had all sorts of, mace and more harsh chemicals that they, like when you're in a crowd like that, a riot situation, there's no telling what somebody might do. And that's where I think we've arrived somehow at a place where there's no limit to what people can say or do anymore. Right. And that's a little bit scary. We have to figure out why everybody's full of unrest.
Right. So you saw that assault in Seattle with that Republican news guy, and he was assaulted by Antifa.
Oh, right.
Punched in the face. They dumped water and cream on him, and they were kicking him.
Cream?
Yeah, some kind of shaving cream or something was all over his head.
Sounds hot.
I don't know. Just
yeah, I think we just have to figure out. I think, when you break it down, we all really do want the same things we're supposed to have here. Unlike in some other countries, we're supposed to have some freedom of speech, some freedom of everything, and people are supposed to get, sort of equal treatment. I think there's a sense that people are rising up, and not to get into it too deep, but I'm just saying that, what divides us is far less than what should unite us, and yet we focus in on our philosophical or political or ideological differences, and that's part of it.
Yeah.
People are just on edge all the time.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, you can rest easy now. Both suspects with the water have been apprehended.
Is that what it
and
said?
they have been arrested. And one was a gang member.
Well,
Yes, thank you, Fox News, for making that happen.
Right. That was coming in from Gary Tibbetts, our top cop in Bradenton, Florida.
They should have been arrested, absolutely.
Yeah, but just to
You can't
see
do
it,
that.
just to see it, and then see the cops walking away.
Right.
As they were walking away, you could see their backs getting splashed. There's people.
Well, maybe it
throwing
was a
mud
hot day. Maybe it was a
I
hot
don't
day,
know.
and they were
Would
just
you ever
trying
do
to
that?
cool off
Would
the
you-
cops.
Yeah.
Help
Would
them
you
out.
ever do that growing up? You just wouldn't even think of that. Assaulting a cop.
No, of course not.
I know. It just-
Why would you? Or assaulting anybody?
Or teachers. Teachers are in the crosshairs
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
You know, there's no real respect in schools. You know, it's just.
Oh man,
you
when
just
I
have
was
to
in
rein it
school, yeah, you respected the
absolutely.
teachers. I mean, if you got out of line, I'm telling you.
That was only the first wave, and if you got by that being bad, you had to
Right.
go home.
I never got sent
and your
home.
parents with a detention letter
Oh,
or
man, I never got sent
really?
home. Never got sent
Yeah.
home. Thank God.
I don't know. It wasn't pretty.
I got pulled out of the classroom, but I
Yeah.
never got sent home.
It's not fun.
No.
But
Yeah, I think this is part of what, when we talk about the teachers' contracts not being resolved yet, and some of the fine print and all that, or some of the pieces of that are just. I mean, teachers have a tough job, and they don't seem to get any respect.
any relief, any
recognition for
respect,
that.
right? Anything. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, we got to figure it out. But this is the thing that I think, like, we can't solve New York's problems. We can't solve the world's problems. We can't really go to Washington.
I can't even
DC
solve
and-
my own problems.
That's right. I mean, but we have representatives there, and they can't even get what they want done for the most part. It's all very political. But as a microcosm, our city is manageable enough that if people actually really did try to get engaged and do more to speak up, to speak up like just like Mike's doing. I mean, I think, Mike, if you went to an alderman's meeting and just took 3 minutes to say something from the heart,
Right.
if
Yeah.
more people did that, the alderman would have to listen and take action, and people should join forces. They shouldn't just look at that board of 14 people
That's
and
right.
say, okay, what are you guys going to do to fix us? We're having problems. It's deeper than that.
Well,
Yeah.
Carol, we do have a call right now.
Okay, good.
Let's
good.
check this out. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. This is Javon Rodriguez. I'm just on my way to Manchester Country Club on Bedford.
Yes.
I'm riding with Uber Lou, and he wants to say, just keep it cool.
All right. Thank you so much.
Right.
We appreciate it. Wow. Very cool. Thank you, Ubaloo. And what was his name again? Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Very good. New listeners. Well, not
New
Lou.
listeners.
Well, Lou always listens.
Yeah.
All right.
It's cool that he's referring customers to call into the show.
That is great. Yeah.
He's got to have two hands on the wheel.
Well, that's true.
It's
That's
true.
true. He's going to turn around and come back this way. And
You want an Uber guy with one hand and
next
texting
stop,
with the other?
next stop, Gonzo.
Yeah. He needs an alibi, so he had his passenger call in.
Oh, don't start a war again.
Right.
I'm not.
So, all right. Anything else?
Yeah, I was going to say earlier, I didn't know there was beef there between Gonzo and
No, it was all an
what
act.
happened.
Well,
It was all
no.
an act.
This is what happened, Carol. I'll give you the. This is what happened. So, Lou called out Gonzo and Gonzo's recently deceased dad for stiffing him on a 2004 taxi fare.
Oh.
And so Lou goes, "Where's the guy Tim? He's the guy that stiffed me." And then Gonzo says, "Well, he's not with us anymore. He died not too long ago."
I believe Gonzo said he's stiff.
Yeah.
Right, he did. He did make
stiff
a
reference.
he made a joke about his dead dad. So awful, man. You're going to hell, man. You are going to hell.
Do you have any boundaries?
Oh, yeah, I keep it clean on here.
You do?
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what happened, Carol. That's
Let's see. Okay.
So how much was the tab? I guess it's blossomed into $50.
Yeah.
Now where'd you guys go from? Cahoots down here to the north end?
No, it wasn't. I don't know.
Oh, would you
I
make
don't
a
know
couple? You made a couple stops on the way.
I don't know. Interest maybe.
Are we talking about something that happened 15 years ago?
Yes, exactly.
For my dad, and then it, I think, transferred to me.
Right. So Louis,
and then I had just had a son, so it'll be like $80 by the time Micah gets that tab.
Right.
And then he'll just keep going, and then he'll give it to the boys' club.
So I believe Lou wanted to take him fishing.
And girls.
Yes,
Right?
over in the river.
Swimming with the fishies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Got me some
This
cement
is like
shoes.
This is like a plot for a miniseries or something, you know, the
Or Dateline, Dateline NBC could be covering it. It all started with, you could be famous, this radio show.
Oh, yeah?
National coverage. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Really?
They'll play the clip.
Yeah, so Carol, getting back to the teachers that we were talking about.
Oh, not like you didn't bring it up or anything.
I've been banging pretty hard on my alderman, Will Stewart.
You've been banging on Will Stewart?
Yeah, I've been sending him emails, and we go back and forth.
Okay.
And he did me a solid.
Of course.
And I said to him, you know what? See, Republicans and Democrats can work together.
Did you have a pool violation?
He did.
And he looked the other way?
No, he took care of me. Will Stewart's pretty good.
Yeah, Will's a great guy.
Will's on top of everything, usually, so he's pretty good. And
I think isn't he registered like as a like an independent or whatever we call the third option on the thing. I don't know that he's a straight up Democrat, although he's probably more liberal.
Are you in his ward?
Republican.
Are you in his ward? Or is it?
I'm in. No, Chris Herbert is.
So it must be Wellington Road, is the divider.
Maybe
because I'm right on the other side of Wellington, and you're on this side of Wellington. So
that really makes sense.
Yeah. So
it really does.
Yeah, Will Stewart's a good guy. So I've been trying to get him to bring up the school thing at the ultimate meetings and say, let's get this straightened out. Let's show the teachers some respect here. Holy moly. Right. I don't understand it. But
well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Well, something. But teachers need respect. It's a whole different game out there. It's not like when we were back in the day at St. Catherine's or OLPH. It's not the same. High school's not the same. Everything's different. Everything's coming up different.
That's what our parents said too. You know what I mean?
It sucks though. I mean, you could say one off-color thing in class. You think you got rapport with someone overhears it, and now you're fired.
Yeah,
it's like
absolutely.
I could tell you some horror stories. I don't want to go into them now, but
really?
Believe me, I can tell you some Manchester school horror stories.
Well, yeah, we don't want to get into it now.
No, I know. No, not at all. But it's all legit. It's all
teachers. They're just like us, really. I mean, they're just people living in the city.
No, but
and they have to use a lot of restraint. I think in a classroom setting with young people because they're impressionable, and like Gonzo says, you can't let your guard down too much, and be one of the kids, so to speak. And a lot of the kids don't have the same kind of support system at home that all of us had, and even if we had single parents, like Peter, for example. I'm
but
sure Kathy kept you in line.
Teachers are teachers, right? For the most part, they're good people. They're good. They want to help our children, etc. And they're just the boundaries they have to deal with now are just so much different. You take these schools like Beach Street School, Wilson Street School, some of these inner city schools. It's crazy what's going on. I don't know. Nobody wants to talk about it, but it's crazy. So I don't know. Sound like the old days.
So let's hope for
the best.
Good year.
Right.
School starts, I think, September 4th.
Yep.
So we have just about a month to go.
Yeah. No. When does school start?
I think it's the 4th.
Yeah. Let's not get it because we got everyone confused last year.
Let's not. Somebody fact check me on that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I do know. Got ugly. But I'm not stating it as fact. But I think I just saw that on the city's school site.
All right, very good. Okay, well, listen, we are our guests are here, so we are going to move on. Carol, is there anything else you needed to get out there?
No, just have a great day, everybody.
All right.
Shine on.
That's right. You have a great day, too.
I will.
All right, we will see you tomorrow. We will talk to you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Carol Robideau, Manchester Ink Link, where everything in Manchester connects. You can find out what's going on around town at manchesterinklink.com.
The morning show is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 171 Londonderry Turnpike in Hooksett. They serve all your big and small business needs: employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600, or you can reach them on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Hi from the Peter White Morning Show and all the All-Stars to help out there. Lenny, Scumpy, Abigail White, Laura the Animal Lady, Nick, Mr. Positive, Mike Martineau, Mike Doyle, Brooklyn Mike, the Moose, Glenn Ollett, the People's Mayor, Joe Lard, Daryl Dion, Peter Fleming, Christy Canner, Ryan Gorman, Don T. Tibbetts, Yahoo, Gary T. Tibbetts, Paulie C., The Place to Be, Karen Robideau, Manchester Inkling, John Manning, Ben Dion, Kyle Heavey, Matt Connerton, and Rob Abazito. We all have a lot of fun there. It's all fun. I hope you're listening.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
WMNH 95.3 FM. Good morning, Manchester.
All right, we are here and we are back. Mr. Mike Doyle is here this morning.
Morning, all.
Happy Tuesday, Mike.
Very good.
We have
another hot one.
It is. We have 76 degrees right now in the Queen City. And we are very excited to have our friend Nick LaValle here. He brought some friends.
I did, yeah. Yeah, they're the real guests. I'm just a hack.
You're just hanging.
Right, I'm just hanging out.
All right.
We got a big show coming up.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I've been talking about it. It is called Laugh for Life, and you brought in Eric Tracy, correct? And Eric, who did you bring? Because I don't have the list here.
I brought Bethany Cottrell with me. She's the executive director for Bridges House of Hope.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
All right. So this is a big deal. All right. So let's talk about before we get into Bridget's house. Let's talk about the event itself. You got Drew Dunn. You got this guy here.
Yeah.
And
yeah. It's a night of comedy, man.
Yeah.
August 9th, right? I got that right. Friday, August 9th, right?
Right.
Yes, Friday, August 9th at the Alpine Club in Manchester. We're doing a night of comedy to benefit Bridget's house. It's going to be awesome. We've got a great headliner, Drew Dunn, who's one of New Hampshire's best comedians for sure. He just performed at Montreal's Just for Laughs, which is a huge, prestigious international comedy festival. He was in front of thousands of people, and we're going to be seeing a lot of Drew Dunn over the next year because things went really well for him up there in Montreal.
Oh, nice.
So this is almost like a homecoming of sorts for Drew. And then I'll be on the bill. I'm featuring, and my friend Trisha Old, great Boston comic, will be opening up the show, and it all is to benefit Bridget's house, which Eric will talk about in just a moment. But we're hoping to get some people out for a great cause, and it's going to be fun. Sometimes you think benefit show, you're like, okay, well, I'm there for the benefit, and maybe the comedy will be okay. This is a fantastic cause, and this is an excellent trio of comedians.
That is
especially
great.
The feature act. I mean, I'm pretty good.
Right,
I'd
well,
say
it says
I'm at
here-
least a 7.5.
Well, it says right here you were Thrillist Best Undiscovered Comedians. One of them.
Yeah, I was.
Right.
Representing the state of New Hampshire, yeah. I'm
Wow.
still undiscovered.
Right, that's what I was
So
going to
maybe
ask.
Drew,
now.
maybe Drew can help me out with that.
Right.
Maybe I can ride Drew's coattails
Maybe
a bit.
maybe this year you'll get on the other side of things and be discovered. You know,
That'd
what I
be
mean?
nice. That'd be nice. My meme needs something to be proud of me for. You know, it's
Right.
like, come on, I need something here.
But at least you have something to fall back on. Your action figure empire seems to be going well.
Well, I'm a multi-talented individual for sure.
Right.
And if things don't work out, maybe I could end up, I don't know, being a model for the Sears catalog or something. Do they still do that?
I don't think so. I don't think Sears exists anymore.
I've been dying to be in the Wish book forever.
Right. I don't think Sears is. Mike, is Sears around anymore?
It is.
No, it isn't, is it?
Yeah, there's some spots.
There's some spots.
Really?
They probably canceled the catalog. Damn it! I need to find a new dream.
I could see Nick in the women's lingerie section.
Hey, I'll do it. Hey, man, whatever. It's 2019, baby.
Hey, if it's a paycheck, right?
Yeah. So the Alpine Club is on Putnam Street, 175 Putnam Street, right?
Yeah.
It's over on the. So
You
those
know-
of you who don't know where it is, because it's kind of secluded, it's in a
Right.
weird spot. So go by CMC Hospital, put it on your right hand side, and take the very next right.
Look
right
at
after
this.
the
This guy's
hospital.
like a GPS over here.
So-
Right. He's
I
good.
don't know, just homing people.
I'd like
in
to
who
install
wanted-
you in my
who
car.
wanted
Maybe
to know
give me
where the
directions
Alpine Club
everywhere.
Right. Change the voice. You know how you can change the voice to your GPS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need a Mike Doyle.
You know, if those walls could talk.
Right. Oh, I bet.
Through the years, there's been everything there.
Back in my days of mobile DJing, I did a couple events there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those Frenchmen can get crazy.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's make, and this is also open to the public, so you don't have to be a member of the Alpine Club to be there.
Right.
But if you want to show up, I don't know how French Canadian you want to get. It's a French Canadian club, right?
I don't know about Canadian.
Oh, it's not. There's a French club.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, let's say French Canadian.
I don't want to.
What do they say? No, you can be French, but you can't be Canadian.
Well, anyone's welcome. You don't have to be a member of the Alpine Club. You have to just be a fan of comedy and
Right.
supporting such a fantastic cause. On Friday, August 9th, we're doing it for Bridget's house. It's gonna be fun. It's a stellar lineup, and we're hoping to pack the place. I think we could. I think Manchester has it in them. Peter, you gonna come out?
You know, when you ask me, I like how you put me on the spot like that, but I'm going to try to. Yes.
Try to. That's usually the best you can get out of Peter. Is a try
Right,
to.
right. I will try to be here. This is a great event. I suggest everyone get their tickets early. They're $30 in advance and $35 the night of the show. If all the advance tickets aren't gone, I assume, right?
There's still advance tickets left. Yeah,
Right.
but save a few bucks, buy them online, and that way you make sure you get a good seat. And we want to see people there. It's going to be a fantastic time.
All right, and it's a benefit for Bridget's House of Hope, right?
That's right.
Okay, and why don't you tell us, Eric, what brought this on? What is Bridget's House of Hope?
So for the past 3 years, I've been an investigator for the state of New Hampshire doing investigations on human trafficking. So one of the main issues we have with human trafficking is that we don't have many resources dedicated to this effort. So one of the things, actually, it was Bethany who came to me and said, hey, let's get together and put our minds together and come up with a way to help out the survivors here in the state. And she had a great idea to start a safe house because we don't have any safe houses at this time in New Hampshire. A lot of times what we have to do is bring our survivors, our victims, to Massachusetts, Maine, and a lot of those beds are taken up. So I'll let her talk a little bit more about the test.
Yeah, so working with the task force and with Eric and other members of our board, we really decided that we needed long-term restorative safe housing here in New Hampshire. The victims themselves are the ones that are saying, we have nowhere to go. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to really deal with the trauma that we've been through and all of those different layers of trauma and the dynamics that go into that. And so we've come together to really plan a great program that will provide services for 6 to 8 women at a time in New Hampshire, so that way they can still stay in the area that they want to be in while getting those resources.
Yeah.
Sure. Let me ask you this. How prevalent is trafficking of human beings in New Hampshire?
It's very prevalent. We've had in the past 2 years about 100 leads come in. That's a lot for this state, and we've assisted about 53 victims in those 2 years.
Wow.
How old are these?
They range from juveniles all the way up to older adults. It doesn't matter where they come from. It's happening in affluent counties. It's happening in small towns, big towns, cities. It doesn't matter.
So where are they coming from?
Most of them are born here in New Hampshire.
You're kidding?
Yes.
And that's the reason why we really want to focus on having a safe house here as well, because many of them are New Hampshire residents who want to, heal here in the state and then continue staying New Hampshire residents as well.
To me, that's amazing. So most of these people, right? We said, are bred here, grew up here.
If not, they might be right across the border in Massachusetts coming up.
But fell into the wrong people to hang with, basically.
Exactly, and then a lot of it's geared around opioid crisis. I mean, here in the state, it's an awful. We got a huge issue with it, so a lot of them, a lot of the trafficking is geared towards that.
Yeah, isn't that it's almost to me, it's almost unbelievable to hear what you're saying. That you think of little old New Hampshire, and you say, "Oh, we don't have that kind of issue here." But based on your study, or both of you, I guess. How much of this is coming over the border, like they talk about in the news? Is that an issue down there?
It is an issue, yes.
Is it? Yes. It's not made up by the president.
No.
It's not all that stuff.
No.
But the focus here is what's happening in the state.
Oh yeah,
Mike.
understood.
Yeah, the focus here is what's happening.
I was trying to reach out a little farther.
I understand that, but the focus here and what Bridget's House does, it is directly impacts New Hampshire, and I think that's an important thing to talk about right now. Is the work that they do here for the state, people that live in this state, and it directly affects New Hampshire residents.
Sure.
I don't typically. There's very few charities that I've aligned myself with here in Manchester when producing comedy shows. Every few years, we do one for the Jack Fallon Memorial Scholarship Fund, which is a Manchester-based charity that helps students that are going to study music in a higher learning capacity. But when Eric came to me, and I've known Eric for quite a while now, even before he was a Manchester police officer. I knew Eric when he was just a baby boy.
Right.
He came to me and said, let's produce a comedy show. He explained to me what the charity was, and I jumped on it because I love when there is a New Hampshire charity or New Hampshire nonprofit organization that's doing great things that directly impact New Hampshire residents. That's when I jump on stuff and say, yeah, let's do this.
Sure.
Let's produce this comedy night. So I'm super excited about it. It's something I believe in, and not just because Eric can convince me to do just about anything, but this benefit itself is super important. So I was very happy that Bethany trusted Eric in me producing this night of comedy for sure.
I think it's great, and I think it brings to light something that, like I said, when I asked you how prevalent is it in New Hampshire, I don't think it's something, people think of just because it's New Hampshire. You think it's...
Right. That was my point.
Right.
That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
But
thinking...
Bethany, tell us a little bit, can you give us a little more detail about the house itself?
Yep. So it's going to be in sort of a phased programming style. So we're looking at 6 to 8 beds. That will be a 9 to 12 month program. Really coordinating with all sorts of disciplines. So looking at the basic needs, so mental health, medical, housing, really just getting these women, the first stage will be women, but getting these women in a space where they're back in a normal schedule. And then we're going to be looking at, what next. And so continuing with substance misuse treatment, school training, job training, and then the third phase will be transitional housing back into their communities as well.
I'm assuming some of these young women are opioid addicted, or
yes, they
correct.
Are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that 50-50 roughly?
You can't put a percentage on it, but it's high.
It's out there, right?
Yeah.
It's part of it.
No, that's tough.
Sad. I know.
It's we see that oftentimes used as part of the force or the coercion within the trafficking as well.
I did a sports show here for 11 years, and I'd come out on a Thursday night at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, whatever it was, and on the sidewalk there'd be a teenage boy, and there'd be a girl sometimes with him, and she just looked so young, and I would say to myself,
something's not right here.
Something's not right here. There's a parent somewhere that's thinking my daughter's in college or my daughter's working in Manchester, and no, she's sitting on the street begging, and you could tell they might have had other issues. I'm not going to label anybody, but so what you do is a fantastic thing. What both of you are doing what all three of you are doing is a fantastic thing, and a piece of the pie is better than none of the pie. You know what I mean? That's my theory. You're not going to help everybody, but the ones you're helping.
I think it's great, though. I think
20 years from now, hopefully they look back, they got a family, and they say, thank God that I ran into these people. You know what I mean? Because they were able to turn my life around. And they do have that, I'm sure they do have that avenue, right? I mean, that's their goal.
Right.
Get to a normal life.
Right. And there's so many, like I said, the dynamics of it. So we have great resources in New Hampshire currently that are focused on domestic violence or focused on substance misuse, and we work really closely with them. But so many of the victims that we see now have all of those and have all of those concerns and all of those issues that we need to really look at that whole person and deal with all of their trauma.
Yeah, is this a full-time, round-the-clock? Like they would come and stay, live there?
Yes.
It's not like 12 hours a day and then it closes. So
No, it'll be a 24-hour staff.
And there'll be people staffed online?
Correct.
That's great. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, what better way to bring attention to everything, and with with having you guys, you, Drew, Nick, and Trisha, to make people laugh. You know what I mean, and bring people in to raise some money.
It's a heavy cause, but it's going to be a real fun night. I can guarantee that.
Nick,
Peter White's going to be there.
Right. Have you come up with any Peter White material?
I'm locked and loaded with Peter White material. To be honest, it's super hard to roast anyone this morning when Eric and I dressed exactly alike.
Right.
Like this wasn't planned. We did. I mean, I'm not gonna. Okay, you know what? We actually went to the Gap outlet in Merrimack, and we did some shopping.
Well,
we did.
Your
this.
shirt looks like his shirt, but like washed a few more times. Maybe like a year.
Well,
old.
I mean, I'm a comedian, so Eric's is probably a bit more starchy, and he's more handsome than me. He's not nearly as funny as me. But yeah, we definitely did plan this.
Well, I shop at the Men's Gap. He shops at Baby Gap. So.
Right. Do they still have? I don't know if they have all those
He's
stores
still at
anymore.
Bon-Tons. He's still going to Bon-Tons.
Right.
Yeah.
Some
gosh
bagoshes.
Are there any males in this situation?
There are, yes.
Yeah.
Is there really?
Yeah, it affects everyone, fortunately.
We're seeing people from every county. We've identified victims in every county in the state, and also every age range and every gender as well.
Well, let me end it by thank you both for all the work you do and your service for doing all this, and of course Nick for stepping up and getting this all going. All right, it is the Alpine Club. It is August 9th. I'm sorry, at 7:30, and you can get your tickets in advance. Right? What is it? tinyurl.com. Bridget Comedy.
You could go to the Bridget's House website, which I think is bridgetshouse.org.
I'm sorry. It's bridgetsnh.org.
Bridgetsnh.org.
Yeah, can you spell that, Bridget?
Yeah.
BRIGIDSNH.org.
And you can also go to my website, theotherdude.com, and I have a direct link there.
Yeah.
So.
But that's not a normal way to spell Bridget. That's a Swedish name or something, right?
It's the Irish spelling.
Oh, is it?
Saint Bridget of Ireland was the patron saint of slavery.
No, I think it's great, and this is going not this weekend, but next weekend, correct?
Next weekend. So you got about a week and a half. It'll be next Friday night, August 9th at the Alpine Club. Go to theotherdude.com. Grab a pair of tickets. You can also find the event on Facebook.
The Alpine Club's easy to get to. It's right behind the CMC Hospital.
If you can navigate the west side. For an east sider like me, it's hard.
Right. No, I know. I'm just trying to give him a landmark.
Right.
Right behind the CMC Hospital.
And if you get lost, call Mike Doyle.
Yeah.
Just give him a call.
Right.
Mike, what's your phone number?
Yeah.
Well, no, he did that last time, and then he got called. Didn't you?
Yeah, you got called all day.
You got called all day.
Never doing that again.
Don't do that again. All right, Bethany, Eric, thank you so much for dropping in. Nick, what do you got going on at the Shaskeen tomorrow night?
We have Mateen Stewart in town from Los Angeles, California, and it's going to be a great show. It's a $5 show. We'd love to see you there every Wednesday at the Shaskeen Pub. We have a fantastic show. And also, if you can go to Shaskeen Comedy on Facebook, we have a direct link to the event page for Bridget's House, so you can find tickets at Shaskeen Comedy on Facebook as well. We've got it everywhere.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah. So, well, if I don't see you, I will see you on Friday, August 9th.
Sure, bring your friends, bring your whole fam. Please bring your mom, Kathy, because she has not returned my text.
Really? Yeah. I wonder if she'll go to this. She might, All right.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. We will be right back. The morning show continues.
Thank you for what you do.
You are listening to WMNHLP, broadcasting at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation. Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service. Contact us by email at WMNH953@gmail.com.
Good morning, Manchester. Here's Peter White.
All right, we got 76 degrees in downtown Manchester right now. Going to be a hot one today, folks.
This is Manchester's WMNH 95.3 FM.
All right. Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you guys so much. Wow. What a morning. What a morning. All right. Let's say good morning to Gary Tibbetts in the Facebook Live room, along with Don T. Tibbetts. And I hope I say this name right. Mike Pelopida. Good morning, everyone. Best part of my day is listening to the morning show. So you can come on and sit down right on here. Just put some headphones on, and we're going to start this. Hey, we got a call, Mike. Let's see what's going down here. Good morning. You're on the air.
Well, good morning to the morning show here on a fabulous Tuesday morning.
Good morning, T. How are you?
Good, good, good. Boy, that was quite a segment of the show that you had.
Well, you know, we're very hard-hitting. We're hard-hitting journalists now, me and Mike Doyle. Or Mike Doyle.
I love it. Yeah, it's not even Friday and Michael's there.
Right, I know. He loves it so much.
Yeah.
I like it. No, I like seeing him on the show. He always does a good job, you know. And did I hear you compare Nick LaValle to Easy G?
No, I don't think I did. I wouldn't do that to Nick.
I thought it was a clothing thing. You said they shop together.
Oh no, I don't think. Oh no, that was with the
guests.
With the guests, they had kind of the same shirt on.
Okay.
Yeah.
They both had beige khakis, and they both had checkered shirts.
So listen, you left. You're on the road. Where are you?
We're in Yosemite.
Oh, where's that?
YASSMEE, South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. All right.
Yeah, we pulled into this place, the Best Western, and I couldn't believe it. I got a jacuzzi bath in a Best Western.
Right. You better be careful, T.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You better be careful.
I'd rinse it out good.
And and Sam and I were going, wow, this place, it looks familiar and all this stuff. Well, next door is a campground we stayed at 2 years ago.
Wow.
So very silly. So the weather's a little cloudy down here, foggy right now, but it's already 76 degrees, and big place for the construction guys. We had semis in here, auto carrier in here, electrical, telephone, unbelievable. All that side of it. We met a nice crane operator last night in the Banana Boat Lounge.
Oh, okay. That sounds fun.
The banana boat.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like the banana boat?
You couldn't even order one. All you could get was a banana daiquiri. That was it.
Hey, T, did you do the Manchester Mini Masters with us last year? Oh, I don't think...
No, I don't think I was there. Was there a date on that?
Well, yeah, it's this weekend.
Oh, yeah, we won't. This weekend, I won't be there yet. I'll be close, though.
Well, okay.
Very close, but not
I was just curious because we did it last year, so. All right.
Oh, yeah. No, I remember hearing about it and what a great event it was and stuff like that, but I didn't have that. This year's been so screwed up trying to get up there with, everything that went on down in Florida with the roof and Sam's eyes getting delayed and what a freaking banana. It was crazy.
Well, all right. Well, listen, we have another guest here, T, so we're going to let you go.
Good. Tell Nick good luck with tonight and, and that upcoming thing. The Alpine Club is a beautiful place to see an event, let me tell you. The stage is easily seen. It's a very, very nice facility there. Just to put that in there, too. And, of course, next Thursday, the 8th, Fleet Insanity will be playing at the Auburn Pits around 8-ish. So that's an original band. Jim Kokos lead guitar, Johnny Battlearian, the Johnny Bad on bass, and I'll be hitting the skins. So just to give you a prelim on that. And I'll call you again tomorrow. We'll probably be around Virginia tomorrow.
All right. I heard Virginia.
Hey, you guys got thunderstorms coming, huh?
Right.
The whole coast is getting nailed. I saw it on the Weather Channel this morning. It was like, oh, my God, we're going to have some water.
Well, I think we're okay right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, you are until the weekend. Then you're pummeled.
Oh, okay. Thank you, T. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, just a little preliminary plumbing.
Right. Okay.
All right, well, hey, thanks. Once again, everybody out there, listen to 95.3, Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 in the morning, with the one and only Peter White. And Michael Doyle's going to let you know that football, this is the last weekend of no football. The following weekend, football every day, every weekend until February. Yahoo!
All right. Don T. Tibbetts, everyone. Wow. So, okay, well, we have Jim here from now. The Manchester Mini Masters is this weekend, correct?
Correct. And the weather looks good. Don't listen to that last
Right,
report. We're going to
right.
get some rain tomorrow, but we're looking real fine for this weekend.
When is the actual event?
Saturday.
Yeah, so Saturday, 10% chance of rain.
Yep.
Nothing.
I'm gonna
They do
tell
that
you.
on everything.
Last year we got pummeled in the morning, and then it was steamy and muggy all afternoon.
It's supposed to be
It was a little
87 for a high, which isn't horrible.
No.
Right. It was
Wasn't
still
bad.
It's doable. It's not the 90s.
it was still a lot of fun.
in and out of the AC, so we're all good.
Now, how many years has this been going on?
This is only our second year in Manchester. The just a little backstory: our Ice Pick vodka is a division of Shipyard Brewing.
Okay.
And our Ice Pick rep has been doing this event up in Bangor for about 3 years now. So it's his baby, but I delivered it to Manchester. That's our story.
I'm going to tell you, I think it's great because I actually did it last year.
Yep.
I did all the holes. We had a blast. We really, really did. If you and your buddies, want to come down to Elm Street on a nice summer day, this is the thing to do. Now it's 9 holes of mini golf at 9 different establishments in downtown Manchester.
Well, we added 1 this year. We've got 10 this year.
Oh.
I know the poster says 9, but
the clown's
stuff
nose
happens,
at the
yeah.
end.
But yeah, we've got everybody on board. It's really a fun event, and it's very informal. All we're asking is a $10 donation to the Manchester Animal Shelter. Save the puppies.
Right, absolutely.
And even if you can't play, even if you can only come down and play a hole or two, but the premise was we wanted to bring some business to downtown Manchester on the weekend. Everybody complains about how quiet it is because everybody goes north or goes to the beach. So let's draw some people downtown. Let's save animals while we do it. And
absolutely.
Let's push some beer and some Ice Pick vodka along the way, and that's a win-win-win.
Yeah, and any one of these 10 great establishments, what one is new this year? Is there a new one this year?
Yeah, we've got Gauchos and Margaritas, and we lost 1 from last year. So
Okay, what did you lose from last year? Just out of curiosity.
Bonfire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They have little different hours, and it was kind of a hassle for them to open early and all that. So we just, we took the path of least resistance. And
No, that's fine. That's great because it's definitely a great event. We went with a group last year. I got a group from the morning show here, and our friend Mike Martineau was over. Do you remember the hole at the Shaskeen last year?
Oh yes, that's where we started. Yep.
Right. Our friend Mike Martineau got a hole-in-one first try.
Wow.
And I never even got it in the hole. I kept trying. It's one of those holes you have to give up on if you don't get it, right?
Yep.
Did you get it?
I did, and I think I had about a 12 on that. But I do actually have a video recording of my buddy Victor who got a 3 on that. He hit it up twice, couldn't get it past that little nub that was blocking the hole, and on the third one he got it by there, and it went right in the hole.
So this is on a hill?
Right. I had to get
on like a little bit of a.
Well, there was a definite incline, and it was.
And if you missed it, it'd roll back down at you.
Yeah, remember that? It was at Bedford Golfland.
Well, Mikey Martineau got a hole-in-one on the first one.
Oh, remember at the end, the last one? If you got it in the nose,
right, you get a
free game,
free round.
Right.
All I can say is Jim Pliakos has a mean streak in him when he built this hole, so I can't wait to see what he's doing this year. Actually, to have each of the locations put in the time and effort to build a mini golf hole unique to their establishment is wonderful that they'll put that time. And it's a hassle. Everybody knows that, and they're all kind of grumbling at me because I'm going around and reminding them constantly. But our last year we did have a trophy for the most creative golf hole, which was won by Portland Pie.
I thought so too.
And the guy who built that stayed up the night before to do it, and he made it basically out of pizza boxes and coasters. It was very creative. It was awesome. It was very difficult. And he claims that he's going to take it to the next level this year because he really wants to win.
Right. He's probably been working on it all year long.
Yeah, he's got things circular. And when he mentioned a particular concept to me, I was like, yeah, I think you're onto something here.
So can you, a quick explanation of what happens here, how this works? Because I don't know anything about it.
From noon to 6. Right. If you can go on and register at the Manchester Animal Shelter website. There's an events page, and it's very, very easy. I'm an old guy, and I figured out how to do it, so anyone can do it. Donate $10. Save your little receipt. When you come downtown, you can start at any establishment. Everybody's on board. Everybody's going to have wristbands for you. You can show them your receipt on your phone and say, I paid, so I'm good to go. They'll give you a wristband. Or you can just drop $10 into the donation buckets, which will be at each location. I'm dropping those off this week, yesterday and today, in fact. And you make your $10 donation. You're free to play the hole. We're going to have beer and vodka specials at all locations.
No, this is obviously 21 plus.
Yes, although kids can play along too, and just get a soft drink while they're there.
Yeah, so it's family friendly as far as if you want to bring the kids. Okay.
I tell you what, the nicest thing I saw last year was just wandering up and down the street and looking around and seeing people carrying their putters around.
Yeah, that was cool, right?
They were ingrained. They were on it, and it was great to see. And hopefully we can just build on that this year. And
can you sign up? Can you go into one of these establishments instead of doing it online? Pay the $10 and get a wristband there?
Yep.
That's what we did last year.
Yeah. We want to make this as easy as possible.
Sure.
We want no hassles. We just want to, any nickels and dimes we can throw into those donation buckets to help the cause. Who doesn't love puppies?
I saw recently, within the past 24, 48 hours, that they've been inundated with cats over at the animal shelter also.
Oh, yeah, I heard something about that.
Right, recently, like in the past few days. So it's always great, always great.
Every little bit helps. And, like I said, there's 10 locations. You don't have to play all of them. If you want to go down and play 2 or 3 and be on your way.
Can you rattle those off?
Absolutely. On the northern sector, we've got the Farm, the Pint, the Wild Rover, and Gauchos.
Okay.
In the middle, we've got Margaritas, Shaskeen, and Strange Brew Tavern. And the southern contingent is the Thirsty Moose, Portland Pie, and Murphy's Tap Room.
All right. Very good. See, what I did was I started with Murphy's Tap Room last year just because it was up the street. When it came down here, you do that little sector, and then you move over here. That's what I did last year. But some people... And then you know what? We got bogged down a little bit because at the Shaskeen, the Claytons were there, of course. All of them. I mean, all of them. And just holding up the line, John was there, Bill was there, Cam was there. Yeah, so...
John was signing golf balls.
Right.
Well, we started at Shaskeen last year and then went south to the Moose and just did a big circle. So I ended up finishing up at the Wild Rover. And I did talk to the Wild Rover yesterday, and I said, don't worry, I'm not going to make you my last stop this year. Because, I'm a team player, so there may have been a few cocktails along the way.
Right. Yeah, we had a blast. We really did. We had a lot of fun last year.
I'm thinking that might have been what slowed you down.
What? No, I was very,
6 rum and cokes on the first 6 holes.
I was pretty well behaved.
Yeah.
I did have probably a drink each place, but I think I was just drinking beers. Oh. And then I think we finished at the Pint. I'm pretty sure.
And that was a rugged hole because you had the long hallway, and
that's right.
I just talked to Roy yesterday, and they're building ideas and coming up with stuff as we speak. So.
And the Rover had a good one last year too. You just couldn't walk on the thing, and people were walking on the on the board thing they had it on, and it even says "Do not walk on it."
Yeah. that's a lot of reading for a pub crawl.
Right. And Scumpy got a hole-in-one at the Pint last year, that long hallway.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, but then he also broke the one over here at, what was the one? He didn't break, what was the one with all the piping last year? Maybe it was
the bonfire? Didn't they have
it was all
you were up on the stage.
Yeah, Scumpy broke it.
Yeah.
And they had to come down and put it back together.
Well, like I said, we tried to make it as easy as possible. We want it, pain-free and hassle-free. Just come on down, play a few holes, grab a few beers, and just give a few dollars to the animal shelter and see what we can do to help the cause.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. Well, listen, I want to thank you for coming in. I don't know, is there anything else you want to get out there? Do you need to get anything else out there?
I'm good. I've covered all the bases. Like I said, 10 locations, all downtown, very simple process. Give out a few dollars, have a few beers, and call it a day.
Yeah, starts at what time? Give us the time again.
Noon to 6.
And it comes highly recommended from me because I did it last year. I'm telling you, you got to come on down. When I play mini golf, even when I'm just playing with whoever I'm playing with, I'm very competitive.
Nice.
I don't fool around. You know, why fool around?
You're unbelievable.
We play hardball.
That's right. All right. Well, Jim, thank you for coming in. You're welcome back anytime. And don't forget the Manchester Mini Masters Saturday right here in downtown Manchester. We'll be right back.
Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm former Mayor Bob Baines, and I'm here to tell you about Manchester Proud, a community movement to make our schools the best for our kids and our future. Manchester's economic vitality depends on the success of our public schools.
Hi, I'm former Mayor Cyril Dupuis. Education is the foundation of our community and one of our most important responsibilities. Many great and exciting things are happening in our schools, but we need to do better.
I am former Mayor Ray Wazorek. The future of our city depends on every child getting support and finding a pathway to a successful future. With exceptional schools, our community will excel.
I'm former Mayor Ted Gatsis. Our schools are directly linked to the safety of our neighborhoods and the vitality of our great city.
We are Manchester Proud. Please join us in supporting Manchester Proud for our students, for everyone who proudly calls Manchester home. Sign up to become a Manchester Proud champion by visiting manchesterproud.org.
You're listening to Peter White. Call us at 250-6007. It's the morning show.
It's Morning in Manchester on WMNH.
All right, Tuesday morning here. Good morning, everyone. What a morning, Mike.
Yeah,
huh?
you got everything covered. You got the puppies and cats covered.
Well,
you got the.
Here's the thing. I was talking to two different people named Jim, and I must have booked them on the same day. But I thought, yeah. So they both came in on the same day, but you wouldn't even know it, right? You wouldn't even know.
Both good charities, man.
All right.
Who doesn't like puppies?
This coming in from the Facebook Live from a spokesman for the Clayton family. Bill Clayton is saying, as a spokesman for the Clayton family, I can tell you we had a blast. And they are already registered for this year.
Oh, boy.
Over at the Manchester Mini Masters.
That just adds to it. Is there an actual champion? An actual winner?
Yeah, Bill Clayton. Right. He won the trophy last year.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Or are you just making that up?
I'm making it up.
Yeah. I wonder if they have an actual. Do you have a scorecard or just?
Yo, you have a scorecard? You have one of those little pencils?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
And if you really want to have some fun with it, you can, friendly wagers with your friends.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of fun there too. But Manchester Mini Masters, you got the Laugh for Life, this benefit for Bridget's House of Hope. That was great too. I want to thank them for coming in this morning. That was great.
Doesn't that scare you?
Yeah, it does. Because
human trafficking in New Hampshire that prevalent?
Right. Did you? Yeah, that's awful.
It's awful.
That's awful.
And did you hear what he said? I wonder why Nick cut me off. He must be a Democrat.
Well,
because he cut me off when I was asking about the border.
Right, right. But you were trying to make a point.
I wasn't. No.
But there was. Okay, that's fine.
I was just trying to make the point that it's an issue everywhere.
But listen, Eric Tracy. Now was his dad a police officer?
Oh, was his name is Eric Tracy?
Yeah.
I knew a Dick Tracy.
Right.
Who was a police officer.
Right, a Detective Richard Tracy.
Right.
I wonder if that's his boy.
That's a good question.
And you know what? That happens too.
Oh yeah,
that happens. You know what I mean?
That happens a lot.
I think that's great.
Yeah, that is.
You remember any of the old cops that are not around anymore?
Yeah, I don't know about not around.
Well, not around anymore, but not police officers
remember
anymore.
Chip Paquette?
No.
Chip?
No.
Pepsi?
See, no.
Pepsi-Cola?
No. Here's the thing. Any relationship I had with police was probably not for good back in the day. Like as far as, you'd be out and you'd be with your buddies, drinking by the railroad tracks or something. And, the cops come, like Gary Tibbetts comes and takes your beer and makes you spill it out. Thanks a lot, Gary. Thanks a lot.
Glenn Liedermeyer. Did you know him?
No, I guess I don't know anybody.
No,
I don't know anybody.
I don't know why I know a lot of cops.
Right. Why do you know a lot of police?
I don't know. I played softball with him. So.
Right.
There was.
It's always nice to be friends with the police.
Yeah, that helps.
Or a U.S. Marshal.
Has it ever helped you?
Oh no! I never got in any kind of crazy.
It helped me once.
Oh, really?
I can't tell the story.
You don't have to tell the story. I get it.
It did help me.
But I've never really been in that kind of trouble where I needed where I needed help from.
You're such a good boy.
Well, no, I'm not saying that I was a.
You're such a goody two shoes.
No, what it was I get into like stupid trouble. Like nothing heavy, nothing.
Stealing candy from the corner store.
No, more or less probably drinking beers, and I was 19 or something like that, getting caught, whatever.
That's not bad.
No, I'm telling you, no.
It's not bad at all.
I was a good boy. Why? What did you do? What was it? You did some badass stuff?
No.
You were a badass in the day?
No. I don't want to go into
Right,
it.
Gary Tibbet says those guys were his era.
Yeah. Glenn Liedermeyer.
Right.
Pepsi.
They used to.
Chip Paquette. I'm trying to think of Timmy Dobmeyer.
Jeez.
Who used to hit a ball a mile.
Really?
He could hit a softball a mile.
But back then, no. Wasn't it that Manchester was the Manchester Police Department was filled with Manchester guys?
Oh yeah.
Or Manchester surrounding area or whatever. You know what I mean?
But the guys I mentioned, like Chip Paquette and them, if he'd pull up, he usually have a cigar going.
Right.
And he'd pull up and see you either doing something wrong or thinking about doing something wrong, and call you a knucklehead and send you on your way.
See, that's what I like.
You know what I mean?
That's what I like.
What are you doing climbing over that fence at Hunts Pool?
I wasn't.
Get over and go home.
I wasn't. I was trying to get out.
Yeah.
I was trying to get out.
Things like that. You know what I mean? We used to sneak into Livingston. Did you ever do that? Back in the day?
No, I went during open hours only.
Yeah,
because I follow the rules.
I know we didn't.
I did, but I wasn't. But you were older. I was just a 13-year-old kid. My mother wouldn't let me go to Livingston Pool at night because I was way down by Central.
Yeah, we used to do that.
Really?
Crazy. Just stupid.
Because the pool was in the middle of the woods. There were so many trees around it.
Good place to jump. Good place to get into where the cops can't see you.
Right, but you don't think the police would
But
check
that was
down
harmless,
there?
right? That's harmless, right? What am I doing? What are we doing?
Right.
We're taking a dip.
Right, exactly.
But if you get caught,
But
guys in the old days,
you
I'm sure there's
you
some
probably had beers with you though.
No, maybe.
Right.
Maybe in the woods.
Right. Some sort of drinks.
Yeah. So. But was Tibbetts like
Did
that?
you walk through North Little League and they said, "Hey, look at these guys from the South"?
Yeah, I didn't know Tibbetts as a cop. I'm wondering if he was that kind of guy. Was he that kind of cop?
Gary Tibbetts.
Did you know him as a cop?
No, I didn't know him as
Was
a
he
cop.
hard?
He probably was. He
Or
probably.
a-
I got stopped with my friends by the police where they made us take beer and pour it out. Maybe Gary was one of them. I don't know. I didn't know him back then.
Yeah. I don't know.
But Gary says Chip is a great man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chip broke Gary in on the street.
Oh, there you
Taught
go.
him how to walk the beat.
Yeah. So Gary must have smelled the aroma of cigars.
Always a cigar, he says.
Because Chip always had a cigar going.
Right.
He was into sports though. He liked Babe Ruth, things like that. Chip. He was just a good old boy. Good old. I don't know if he's still with us or not, but
Well, I think he is because Gary didn't say Chip was a great man. He says Chip is a great man.
how's it going with? How you doing with his wife?
With Gary's wife?
Yeah, everything good there?
I think so. I've never really formally met her.
No, I know, but I heard her talking to you. I heard her.
I know.
That sounds pretty nice.
Doesn't it? Do you
Yeah.
think it makes Gary crazy?
Good morning, Peter.
Right?
Maybe they sling.
Maybe they're slingers.
Right.
Come on over and sling, guys.
Anyways.
You know what that comes from? Comes from like this little clip from Tibbetts and Gary.
Morning Joe, morning Joe, 95.3. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, Peter.
Yes.
Boy, it all
Now,
comes
that's a
together.
party.
It all comes together at the end when she says that, huh?
I know.
At first, it's like, really? And then all of a sudden, good morning.
Good morning, Peter.
I know. Excuse me.
You gotta
good
put that on-
morning, Gary's wife.
You should put that on Alexa and just have her play it all day long at your house,
Right.
just every 10 minutes. Good morning,
Good
Peter.
morning, Gary's wife.
The good old days.
Well, Gary will be here with his wife, I believe, at the end of August.
Yeah?
Yeah. So she can say it in person.
Good morning, Peter.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, speak of the devil. We probably got his feathers ruffled because we were talking about his policing. Good morning, you're on the air.
Good morning, Peter. Good morning, Mike.
How you doing?
Hey, Gary, what's going on?
You guys are great, man. I'll tell you, it's awesome.
Gary, did you make high school kids empty their beers out and send them on their way?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was a time where you had a discretion, and at that point there was no need for locking people up. Just dump your beers and get out of here. Go.
Right.
Now, is it true that some officers wouldn't dump the beers out and they take them home for themselves?
Well, I heard that. I can't confirm it. I can't really confirm it, but
Yeah.
I've heard rumors as that.
Yeah, just put them in my car.
We were at what's the street off of Porter? If you leave a Memorial High School and you're going down Porter Street and you take a left.
Weston Road?
No, there was a little section there, one of the first lefts, and there was some woods back there. We used to go there drinking. The cops would catch us every time.
Right. Then why'd you go there?
I don't know. But I remember one time we just had a fresh case and we got nabbed right away. Guy probably was watching us go in, and he took the case and he threw it in his back seat. I don't know. Maybe he was going to destroy it as evidence. Let's just assume that's what he's doing.
Right.
But I'm thinking that weekend.
Right. He didn't have to buy beer.
Beers were on him around the pool. Around the pool.
Wow.
Yeah. So Chip did train you. You were involved with Chip way back.
Yeah, Chipper and I. When I first got on, you always were broken in on a walking route, and Chip had Route 8, which is over by Lake Ave area, and we walked. Many nights we walked together.
Yeah.
And he's just a great guy. He's a real mentor. In fact, I send wishes to him right now. He got injured I think it was a softball game. He got hit by a ball in his face, and he's had some real damage done to one of his eyes. So we're praying for him, and I think he's going to be all right. But what I hear through a lot of guys that up there, we try to keep in contact, and so I hope he's going to be all right. From what I heard, he's going to be good. So we just pray that that's the truth.
Right.
Yeah, he's a tough old.
Is he still around Manchester here?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, I believe he was over at CMC Hospital. I think that's where he went for treatment.
Oh, just recently this happened?
Yeah, I would say within beginning of this month, I believe it happened.
Oh, wow.
So you should be in a rocking chair watching Sports Center.
Right. Well, it's hard to do with an eye patch on.
Yeah, and if other people listening, if they knew Tony Lepore, Tony and I were cops together too. He just passed away 2 days ago. So, we just send prayers to his family.
That's tough.
To him, he was a good man.
Did you work with Peter Wallagora?
Yeah, Peter and I are great friends.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, watched his daughter grow up. In fact, he and his daughter Liz were friends on Facebook and stuff. So
yeah, he saved my bacon once. He saved my bacon back in the old days when if you knew somebody, you could help them out a little bit. And you know they weren't bad people. They just did something stupid that night. Why?
I'll tell you, I wish it was that way now. I wish
Yeah. What do you?
People could just be normal and realize and be logical. And just like, hey,
Good morning,
just
Peter.
there to keep you.
Sorry,
Good morning, Peter.
What's
Sorry,
going
Gary.
through your? I got an interesting question. I just thought of it. What was going through your mind when you saw the buckets of water being thrown on those cops? Did you see that?
It sent me into I was like enraged.
Is that unbelievable?
Maybe they were warm. Maybe they were hot.
No. This was a
so off.
this was
No.
This
and it's hard to say what you would do in that situation when you're outnumbered. That with that many people, a lot of people. Oh well, they should have gotten tougher and what? Well, if you got that many people and they're
enraged,
bold enough to be throwing water on cops. I mean, you just got to, and you're outnumbered. You got to retreat and regroup, and that's what they did because they turned around, identified everybody, and ended up arresting them.
Yeah, Crazy stuff.
But yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous.
When I saw it, I was just like, and then the one after where they threw a bucket and hit the guy in the head with the bucket.
Yeah.
And just what is going on?
Absolutely.
They're the they don't. I don't care who says this. If their house is getting broke into the next night, who they calling?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's 911 first thing. Somebody's breaking in my house, or somebody stole my stash, or somebody wrecked my car. Whatever the case may be.
Alcohol or illegal drugs in this car?
Yeah.
So
Peter,
anyway.
you're amazing. You are the man of those little snips. What do they call them?
Put you all
Clips.
under arrest.
I love it. You've got one for everything. I love it.
License and registration, please.
There it is. Oh my goodness,
that's beautiful. So,
yeah, you were talking about that little clip with Valerie saying "Good morning, Peter." She just chuckles every morning when you play that in the beginning of the show.
I don't even know what you're talking.
I don't know.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Good morning, Peter.
Do you hear? I'm hoping you hear that every morning.
Really? Good morning, Peter.
No.
Funny.
Does she
Good
slip?
morning.
Does
Good
she
morning.
slip? Does she slip sometimes and say my name, Gary?
Good morning, Gary. Do you hear that every morning?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's funny.
All right, Gary. Well, listen. Thank you so much. You working today?
Yes, sir. Almost at the office, and we got another beautiful day down here.
All right.
Hey, Gary, one quick question. Did you, I don't know if you heard the guest we had on, but they were working with, and first of all, we were wondering if you worked with Dick Tracy?
Yeah,
I'm sure.
absolutely.
Yeah, and we were wondering if this was his son, because his name was Eric Tracy. So
Yes.
It
is.
Okay. And the second thing is, was this what they were dealing with, trafficking? Was that going on back in your day?
You know, let me just quickly tell you, I've learned a lot down here. There's an organization down here called Sail of Freedom that we're very involved with, and that's all they do is deal with sex trafficking. They have safe houses, and they teach law enforcement a program called the TILA, Turn Your Life Around, and it's a great program. It's nationwide now. The headquarters are here in Sarasota, Florida, and you know, what I've learned in attending some of their seminars and training is that if we had this information back when I was a policeman, it would have been a lot different. I mean, I've realized through their program that I probably arrested a number of ladies that probably were being trafficked, and it's so great to see this finally coming to fruition, and it is. There's a whole bunch of states that are really epicenters for trafficking, and this program has been taught to pilots, stewardess, airport personnel, law enforcement, because it's nationwide. So I'm glad to see that Nick's getting involved in something like that. It's great for. Great for New Hampshire.
What did you get John Clayton for his birthday?
I didn't even know it was birthday. Happy birthday, John.
All right. Well, no, it's tomorrow, so you still have time, Gary.
Oh, I still got time.
Right. All right, Gary. Well, listen, thank you so much for calling.
You bet. Thanks a lot, Peter. Love the show. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Gary Tibbetts, everybody. Wow.
You think he's ever
You
says
better learn
to
how to speak. I'm not man. I'm not dude.
Wow.
You think think Gary ever says, "Boy, am I glad I didn't get T's demeanor." You know that Yahoo.
Right. Well, I don't know.
Gary's the quiet one.
Well, Gary has his own personality.
You ever seen him be wild like T?
He probably, you know, but Gary keeps it cool. He's a little more conservative.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right, I know.
You got the conservative end of the Y chromosome, and T got the crazy one.
You'd keep your mouth shut if you knew it was good for you, buddy.
You ever been arrested?
Me?
Yeah.
You know
That's
it.
right. You didn't even get detention. Did you get arrested?
Of course.
You did?
Yeah. The police chased me one night out in back of Bickford's on the west side.
You're kidding?
In the woods.
And caught you, ran you down?
Oh yeah, I got stuck in a bunch of brush, and they all laughed at me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't
Yeah.
cool. But yeah, arrested then. Yeah.
I only had one shot at it, and I escaped.
Really?
Yeah.
You got away? See, I didn't get away.
Got away.
Plus, I was on the west side. I had
Happened
the whole,
right across the street here.
right. I would have to go over one of the bridges to get home. Now that screws you every time.
We were coming out of a pizza joint on Elm Street, and a buddy of mine took a rock. He had too much to drink, threw it through the window.
Yeah, that's not good.
That wasn't good.
I learned that.
So we ran down the hallway by the Y, and I was the slowest of the three of us. And right when we got to the corner of the Y, right here,
Yeah.
the cop pulled up, lights blaring, coming down.
It
Says
was probably Gary.
rolled the window down and said, "Stay here. You're under arrest."
Huh.
Took off and went after the other two.
Well, why would you stay there?
I didn't.
I wouldn't either.
I went down to listen to what I did. I went down to the mill. I was so scared. I went down to the mill yard and went down to the riverbank.
Right.
Walked all the way up the riverbank in the muck till Queen City Ave. Walked up Queen City Ave on the bridge, went up to my parents' home and got home.
Oh, you crossed the river?
Crossed the river. No, not cross the river.
Right.
I stayed on this side of the river.
Still, though.
Yeah, but I was in the muck, like 2 foot deep
Right.
for a mile. How far is that from here to the Queen City?
I wonder if the statute of limitations has run out on that.
It's just the police. Back in the day, huh?
Oh, yeah. Fun, though.
I
Fun.
know.
Innocent trouble, I would like to say.
Yeah.
Let's say goodbye to everyone in our Facebook Live room. Thank you so much for